So we know that what we eat makes a big difference in our physical health, but it can also boost your brain power. My next guest says certain ingredients can sharpen your mental clarity, improve memory, and even support your mood. Tanna Fox is a certified nutritionist and the founder of Live Right Nutrition. So our diet makes more of a difference than I think we even realize.
It is so true.
Yeah.
It has a big impact in how we feel and how we go throughout our whole day.
And this is a huge passion point of yours. In fact,
Yes.
you geek out on studies that find those correlations
totally
between, for
do.
example, mental function and food.
Yes, I love it so much because it really has an impact, and I think we take it for granted. So what you eat really does determine how we feel and how we act.
You're sharing 5 of the best foods and snacks to improve our minds. I was surprised to see Brazil nuts topping your list.
Right off the bat, this is one of the easiest ways because Brazil nuts are really high in selenium. And selenium is that trace mineral that just sharpens your brain. It kind of allows your brain to understand and clears some of the fogginess.
So I'm just noshing,
easy.
snacking?
2 a day. I keep a big bowl out at my house, and every time I walk by, every morning, I'll just grab 2.
2 a day?
That's it, 2 a day. Simple enough.
All right, your next food is all about the color. And I've heard a lot. I have some girlfriends who have kind of gone down the rabbit hole of purple foods.
Oh my gosh.
And people feel pretty strongly about it.
It is so true. There is a strong correlation to the anthocyanin inside these dark purple colors. I mean, look at the richness of these foods. They grab this color from the sun, and then it puts it into these beautiful dark purple colors, and then these really boost all of your cognition. They kind of really enhance the way your brain receives and moves light from the beautiful plants that come from the earth. It's fascinating, and every color has a cool, characteristic, but purple is so great for the brain and cognition.
In fact, proven to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's.
Exactly.
So purple food.
So much.
We know the grapes, we know the blueberries, we know the blackberries.
Yes.
What else is on that beautiful?
Eggplants are on here. I've got some plums.
Okay.
This purple cabbage is like a dark horse. You think like, who's going to eat a purple cabbage?
Yeah.
But slice it up and throw it into a stir fry or a salad or even like a coleslaw. You can't even taste it. It tastes just like green cabbage. It's so yummy.
It becomes a work it in wherever you can.
Exactly.
Okay, probiotic foods, and you preach about this a lot.
I love these. And the reason why is because there is a really strong connection between the gut and the brain. There is this gut-brain axis that sometimes I think we underestimate how powerful what we eat can affect our mood and our mind. So there's 3 foods that are really important for that.
Okay.
And that's going to be kefir. This is a homemade one, and then this is a store-bought one. But kefir has so many.
Now, people are scared of kefir, Tanna.
It is. And if you have tasted yogurt before, you kind of understand what that might taste like. It's very simple, and you can flavor it. This is the kind you can buy at the store, strawberry.
And I just drink it.
Just drink it. About a half a cup a day is really all you need.
And is this as good as the homemade stuff?
The homade's so much better.
So much better. Okay.
But I understand that's not for everybody, always, in that season. So a store-bought's going to start you off great.
And same thing with, not to go back to the homemade, but you make it and then you keep it in the fridge for how long?
It stays for 9 months.
9 months. And what, you're spooning it into?
It's just like a liquid yogurt. So I pour it into smoothies. I pour it into oatmeals. I just drink it plain sometimes.
Okay.
It really does have a very, very palatable taste and texture. You can put it in anything.
And what will you feel from a gut health perspective?
You start to actually, what you notice first off is the gut controls the serotonin and the immune system. So instantly within even a couple days, you start to feel a little bit less bloat, a little bit lighter, and there is a boost of energy that comes. That's the first initial. After a few months, even up to a year, you really start to notice, oh my goodness, I don't feel sick. I feel sharp. I feel motivated to just do more than I have been doing. And it is the most fascinating, incredible way to fuel your body.
I love how you live this way. I love how you think purposefully and intentionally, like food is more powerful.
It matters.
That matters.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't mean to skip this.
No,
Omega-3s.
This is omega-3s. This one's a really easy one. So omega-3s are a secret weapon supplement for me because they are really, truly so powerful in a healthy fat that reduces inflammation. So when we eat a lot of processed foods that we find at the grocery store, it's not our fault. It's just what we have the option to buy.
It's what's available.
Right? It's what's available.
Yeah.
So it can raise our body's internal inflammation, but when you take an omega-3 supplement, it will reduce the inflammation, therefore giving a clear pathway for your brain to kind of start to work. Again, those neurotransmitters start to fire better when we have lower inflammation.
And this is a daily for you.
This is a daily. I love to take about 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams, and you can look on the bottle. These are the top brands I feel like are out there. You pay for what you get with an omega-3 supplement. So I even have some for my kids and for my teenagers because it's so important because they are getting inundated with all of that processed food.
Yeah.
Inflammations are raising, depressions, suicide, anxiety. So if we can lower the inflammation, clear their mind a little bit, it makes a big difference.
And again, as much as we like to get, our sources from true food when we
Yes.
can. It's just not readily available.
I couldn't eat enough
Yeah.
salmon, wild caught salmon, to get what I want for the inflammation reduction. So a supplement's fantastic.
All right, this last one isn't a food, but equally as important.
I know, I love this one. There is the most incredible process that happens when you pick up a weight. There is a protein actually that's released from the muscle contraction in your arm or leg or wherever that actually releases this protein that enhances your body's neurotransmitters. So as we age, you kind of forget things. You're like, okay, what was I gonna do? I came downstairs and I can't remember what I was gonna do.
It's not just me.
Right?
Yeah.
Because as we age, the pathways kind of have to get a little clogged, so you have to go kind of around and then through this and under this. The BDNF that is released when you contract your muscle shortens those pathways. So it's kind of, again, that kind of geek out, but I love it because it just makes things sharper. Cognition, memory, energy, lifting weights, and even just as little as like 15 minutes a day, those muscle contractions, when they feel that and they have to do that little work, that protein release comes, BDNF enters the bloodstream, and you really start to see mental improvements. It's incredible.
And of all the benefits of lifting, this is one we don't hear a lot about.
Exactly.
So I'm so
it's
glad.
new to me. I just learned about it this year, and I
Yeah.
was like, another plug for how incredible it is to lift weights.
Well, you're
So,
incredible. And the
no,
way your
it's so fun
passion
to be
sparks
here.
women to think more intentionally about the food not only we're feeding ourselves, but serving our families is inspiring to me. Where can people get more information from you?
Probably my Instagram's the best, live.right.nutrition.
And you do online courses.
I do. I teach. I actually start one today, so it's so fun. 4 times a year, I get online and kind of just teach about how to find rhythms and how to learn to eat right and just feel and own how amazing our bodies are.
Yeah.
So
Well, she's not just teaching and preaching, she's living it, and that makes a difference too. Thank you so
Brooke.
much. We
So fun to be
appreciate
here.
it.